Oh yeah, hey guys, what up? It's Mamba, and we're back with another video. Who cares about that? It's playoff basketball season, baby, and I'm hyped. This season should be a lot better. The playoffs were pretty boring last year, let's be honest. We all knew it was going to be Cavs Warriors. This year, there's a little bit of question of who's going to be in the finals and who's going to win it all. Alright, and I'm excited for that. Even though my Lakers are not in it, we'll be in it next year, though. You heard it here first. I want to make my playoff predictions here. We're going to go perfect. You know, I've been making all these videos trashing Skip Bayless about his predictions. Why don't I put my freaking chips on the table and put my predictions out there? But before we do that, can we just appreciate Skip's terrible finals prediction? I don't know. If that happens, leave it in the comments below what I should do. If Skip was right about that finals prediction, what should I do? Because there is no way in the world that is happening. All right, let's get into my predictions. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go each matchup, tell you how many games the team wins in, and then we'll go on to the next one. I'm going to go start with the West all the way up to the conference champion. Then we'll go over to the East. Then we'll go into the finals and who I think will win. And then that'll be the video. And then hoo-ha, go watch some playoff basketball. All right, cool. Let's go into it. In the West, we got the Rockets versus the Timberwolves. Everyone's like, oh, I don't know. The Timberwolves are a tough team. Could the Rockets do it? Yeah, they can. I think they'll do it in 5 games. James Harden, Chris Paul, they don't have the best playoff resume in their careers, but I think they can take down the Timberwolves. Let's be honest. Moving on to the this playoff matchup is really good. Thunder, Jazz. This is gonna be really good. I got to go in 7 games. I'm a pretty big Russell Westbrook fan. I'd say he's probably one of my favorite players in the NBA since Kobe retired. But I gotta go Jazz in 7. The Thunder is just such an inconsistent team. You have Melo going cold. It's just a nightmare for your team. You have Russell Westbrook going cold. That's a nightmare for your team. Even Paul George gets a little cold. I mean, when the Thunder are clicking, they're a really good team, but they just can't do it consistently. The Jazz are a consistently dominant defensive team. I'd say they're probably the best defensive team in all of basketball. I say they win this one in 7 games. They're all healthy now. I got Jazz. I think Donovan Mitchell will rise up to the occasion and prove to be the Rookie of the Year. Yeah, that's right. I say Donovan Mitchell over Ben Simmons. Moving on. 3-seeded Blazers versus 6-seeded Pelicans. I think this will be another great series. I think this one's going 7 games, but I got to give it to the Blazers. The Pelicans are looking pretty strong this year. I mean, Rondo, Drew Holiday, Anthony Davis, they've all been doing some pretty good stuff, but I don't think you're going to stop Damian Lillard this series. He wants to win this playoff series, and he's going to do it. I got Blazers in 7. Finally, we got the 2-seeded Warriors versus the 7-seeded Spurs. No Curry, presumably, for this whole first round. Presumably no Kawhi for the Spurs. I got this going 6 games. I got it going Warriors. The Spurs are one of the best home teams in all the NBA. I think the Spurs will sneak an away game, and I think they'll sneak, or they won't sneak. They'll just take a home game. It'll go in 6 games, but I think Warriors are still the better team. Moving on to the second round of the West, we got Rockets versus Jazz. I think this is going to be an underrated matchup. This one's going 7, guys. I think the Jazz are going to give the Rockets some trouble, but the Rockets will win Game 7 and move on to the Western Conference Finals. This is going to be a really, really good series. If you know James Harden's game, he pretty much relies on the free throws. That's a huge part of his game, and they kind of hold back on their whistles during the playoffs, during crunch time. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons why James Harden hasn't shown up big in a lot of playoff games. I got this one going 7 games, but I do think the Rockets are just overall a better team this year. So I do think they'll win, but watch out. This Jazz team is pretty sneaky, and I wouldn't be surprised if they actually could pull out a win against the Rockets. Then I got the Blazers versus the Warriors. This is actually a pretty decent matchup, rematch from last year's first round where it pretty much wasn't a contest. But it will be a little bit of a contest this year. I got to go in 6 games. I think if the Warriors are healthy, Curry comes back and he's all good, I got the Warriors in 6. Obviously, if injuries happen at all throughout the playoffs, that messes up all my predictions, depending on how major of an injury it is and to what players, you know. But I'm just assuming everyone is going to be healthy for this Warriors-Blazers matchup. I got Warriors in 6. And that brings us to a great Western Conference Finals. Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors. Can someone finally overtake the Golden State Warriors? This one's going 7 games. This one is going to be a crazy series. I have the Warriors winning it in 7. If they are all healthy, I still think they're the best team in the NBA. The Warriors will beat the Rockets. This will be a really good series. It could get ugly. It could get ugly, folks. But I got the Warriors in 7, and the Warriors moving on to the finals for what, the 4th straight year. Woohoo! We all get to see Curry, Durant, and Klay Thompson's face again. Moving on to the East, we got the 1-seeded Raptors versus the 8-seeded Wizards. A lot of people comparing the Raptors to the Clippers, saying, you know, it's like they're always championship contenders in the regular season with their records, but they can never produce in the playoffs. I think this Raptors team, you know, they got that little chip on their shoulder. DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, they want to turn it up this season. I think they beat the Wizards, and I think they sweep them. Yeah, I have it here that they win it in 5, but it just came to me now. I think the Raptors are going to sweep the Wizards. John Wall, Bradley Beal, you're going to be competitive for a few games maybe, but you're not winning a single game. I got Raptors over Wizards in 4 for the first sweep of the entire playoffs. And then we got 4-seeded Cleveland versus 5-seeded Pacers. The seedings would make it seem like this matchup is going to be a little closer than it actually is. I don't think it's going to be close. 5 games, Cavs win it. The Pacers might steal a game because the Cavs got a young bench. But that's about it. You're not going to stop LeBron James in the first round. LeBron's never lost in the first round. He's going to take down the Pacers and Victor Oladipo. He's going to be like, oh, that's cute. You made a 5 seed. You made it in the playoffs. Okay. I will destroy you. And he will do just that. All right, moving on. We got the super hot 3-seeded Philadelphia 76ers riding a 16-game winning streak into the playoffs. Who are they going up against? The Miami Heat. Joel Embiid has been out. Is going to be out for a little bit. I don't know how long he's going to be out. But they've shown that they're just fine without Joel Embiid. I think without Embiid, Hassan Whiteside could be a little bit of trouble. That's why I give the Heat 1 game. Sixers win this one in 5. Next and final matchup of the first round for the East, we got the 2-seeded Celtics versus the 7-seeded Bucks. Sucks that Kyrie Irving's out for the playoffs. They would have been a really, really fun team to watch in the playoffs, making a good run. They got a really young core that's got pretty good talent, but I mean, you're in the playoffs. But I don't think the Bucks are going to be enough to stop this Celtics team. I got the Celtics winning in 6, but it's not looking good for the Celtics in the upcoming rounds in the playoffs. Next up, we got what I really want to see. It should happen, and I think it will happen. Raptors, Cavs. It's been known that LeBron just dominates the Raptors in recent years in the playoffs. I mean, the Raptors just can't figure it out. You know, it would seem like a miracle when they took them in 6 games that one year. But this year, the Raptors are here to play, but still come up short. I got Cavs in 7, but the Raptors are going to take a commanding lead in this series to start. I think it's going to be 2-1, 2-0. It's going to start like that, and everyone's going to be like, uh-oh, is this the end of the LeBron era? LeBron's basically the Tom Brady, where every year we see, is this the year LeBron doesn't make the finals? Is this year Tom Brady doesn't make the Super Bowl? You know, it's like that. So I think this is going to be close. It's going to be 2-0, 2-1 Raptors, but then LeBron's just going to be like, all right, enough of this. I'm taking all these fools down, and he's going to lead them to a 7-game win and just completely break the hearts of Toronto. I'm sorry, but the Cavs are going to the conference finals again. I'm sorry, Toronto. You have a really good team. It's still not happening. LeBron James is still LeBron James. All right, moving on. We got Sixers, Celtics. This would be a good matchup if they were healthy. Fortunately, they're not. I do have the Sixers winning this series. I do think it'll be a little competitive. I think it'll go 6 games. I think the Celtics will steal a late game in the series to keep them alive. But overall, I got not Celtics. I got Sixers winning this one and going to the conference finals. Which takes us to Cavs, Sixers, a really hyped up matchup. Let me be honest, I don't think this is going to be as close as everyone makes it out to be. I got it to go in 6 games. Everyone's like, oh, 7 games, Celtics or Sixers win. I got 6 games, Cavs win. Sixers are a little young. I don't think they're ready. LeBron, he's been here many times, and he's going to show the Sixers what it's all about. I got the Cavs in 6 going to the finals, and yes, it's going to be Warriors-Cavs again, in my opinion. If there isn't any NBA rigging saying, all right, the fans are bored of this, I want Rockets-Sixers. If there's no NBA rigging, I think this is Warriors-Cavs for the 4th straight year. And now let me tell you something right now. Hold on, let me pull up my list. This will be a decently competitive finals, but your Golden State Warriors are going to be NBA champions again in 6 games. LeBron's going to put up a good fight. It's going to be, I don't know. I didn't really think this too much into this, but I'm thinking just off the top of my head, Warriors win game 1 in like a blowout, and everyone's like, oh, geez, here we go again. Game 2, the Cavs come back, and they actually win it, and it's 1-1. It's like, oh, shoot, here we go. And then it's going to be 2-1 Warriors. And then it's going to be 3-1 Warriors. And then all the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead jokes are going to come back, and I'm going to be really excited because those are really funny. And then the Cavs are going to win another game, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, the Warriors are going to blow a 3-1 lead. The Warriors are going to blow a 3-1 lead. And then in Game 6, it's going to be really close. But the Warriors are going to come up on top. Again, asterisks, I just had a stroke. Huge asterisks. If the Warriors are healthy, I think they will win the finals. If they are not healthy, no Curry, no. If there's no Curry in the finals with Cleveland and Warriors, Cleveland's winning. LeBron will take down Kevin Durant, and Skip Bayless will probably choke to death. But if it's a fully healthy Warrior squad, Warriors are going to win it, no question. And that's my finals prediction, guys. This is going to be a really, really good playoffs, I think. Way better than last year, which was so boring. I can't remember a single good series in the last playoffs because we all knew it was going to be Warriors-Cavs. Like, everyone knew. It's like, can we just get through this so we can see the finals? And then even when you got to the finals, it was like majority, like 90% of people were like, okay, just give the Warriors the championship already, all right? You got Kevin Durant. You got Steph Curry. Just freaking give it to them. All right, so that's my playoff predictions. I'm just rambling now. I hope you enjoyed this little video. The playoffs start today. I'm literally making this video Saturday morning, and I'm going to try and edit it and post it before any of the games start. I can't promise that it won't. You guys already know, so why am I even talking about it? This is the end of this video. I'm Matt Mamba. I don't know how to close videos. Oh, shoot, I need a prop. Hold on a second. Pause. Action. And I'm out. Yeah, we're bringing them back. I'm going to bring them back.